Real Frank.
Hello, welcome to this episode of Real Frank Movie Reviews. In this episode, we are going to review the movie No Sudden Move. The movie's about a group of criminals that are brought into a mysterious, simple job, but end up having to work together to figure out what's really going on when things start to get a little crazy. The cast has Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro, David Harbour, John Hamm and Brendan Fraser, Ray Liotta, and Bill Duke. It's an amazing cast. For my assisted viewer today, it is the beautiful and one and only my wife, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you.
You see the twinkles in my eye? Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. So, No Sudden Move. We watched this. What did you think about the story?
It's a really good story. I was impressed.
What impressed you about the story? Like, what made you like the story?
Well, we live close to Detroit, so a little bit. And then not expecting to hear the controversy behind the story.
I mean, about
I don't want to give too much of the movie away.
Well, I mean, the Cadillac converter. It's basically a little piece of history about the auto industry not going to play nice about following the pollution rules of the country and bringing in the Cadillac converter.
Yes.
What else?
For someone like me, love the environment.
You love the environment?
Yes.
You're an environmentalist?
No. Should be.
Are you a tree hugger?
A little.
Ugh. That's all? Anything else you liked about the story? Or you just like the overall premise of the story?
There was actually a lot brought into the story. Social issues between racism, family problems. I even think there was some sexual orientation innuendos at one point.
Did we watch the same movie? Because I didn't pick up any of that.
I don't want to give it away, but it was the best friend and the girl. There was...
Yeah. Okay, there were some things going on, some things.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bad.
And then, of course, the marriage problems, the domestic violence, the crime, corporate greed. There was all sorts of stuff there.
There was, but man, you picked up a lot more. I mean, you really were analyzed on this thing. Man.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. So overall, you were pretty happy with the story. What would you rate the story from 1 to 10? 10 being
pretty high.
The best story you've ever
an
seen.
8.
An 8. Wow, an 8 for the story.
Yeah.
The story for me was okay. It was too slow to start for me. I started getting bored in the very beginning, in the middle, and then things heated up in the end, so it got a little more interesting. So for me, I was dying to know when this thing was going to kick into another gear. It was very, very, very slow for me. The Detroit part, I didn't feel like they emphasized enough. I mean, other than them telling you it was in Detroit, you would not know this movie took place in Detroit. There was no iconic features in the movie showing of Detroit in the background or anything. What about the acting? What do you think about the actors in this movie, the acting that was done here?
It was really good. They had a great cast.
That's it?
I mean, I have to disagree with you on the Detroit stuff.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
the neighborhoods, the buildings, downtown, the old headquarters.
Yeah, but it was just clips. It was like glimpse. Like it wasn't, to me, it wasn't a part of the starring cast in the movie. It was just an afterthought. Like, here's a little clip of a house in Detroit. Here's a little building. Like, it didn't really display it enough, in my opinion, to emphasize Detroit.
Okay.
What about the cast, though? Who do you think did the best acting performance in the movie?
I'll say his last name wrong, but Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good in it. He's always good, though.
I really like him, too.
He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah. Everyone looks so much older.
Well, we are getting old, Michelle.
Yeah.
We're not young cats anymore. So how would you rate the acting? What score would you give the acting?
Pretty high, 7 to an 8.
What, 7.5, 7.6?
7.8.
7.8, okay. And then cinematography. The way the movie was shot, the camera angles, the background scenes, and so forth. What was your opinion on that in the movie?
Again, I think it highlighted Detroit very well. So I think that it was pretty good. I liked the way I felt there was suspense in each scene when they were babysitting. Mm-hmm. It was kind of suspenseful, and when she was driving in at the end, I don't want to give too much of the movie away.
Okay, all right. I didn't think the cinematography was that. Well, I thought it was just okay. I give it a 3.6. I just expected more things of Detroit, like more angles, more. I don't know, more different scenes. The director of the movie, Steven, I'm gonna butcher his last name, Mr. Ocean's 11 director guy. He's really good, and I guess I had a higher standard for him because I always enjoyed his movies, so I expected a little more. Now, this movie didn't really have any CGI. I guess we could talk about the special effects, like some of the shooting scenes or some of those type of scenes. What did you think of that stuff?
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't too violent, so it wasn't something that I would be afraid to show to a teenager or an adolescent, older child.
Okay. What was your favorite part in the movie?
I knew you were going to ask me this, and I had to think about this. So there's two sort of scenes. One, they're both in the end, and they're both when the individuals were forgiven and kind of set free. So both the husband and then not Ray Liotta, but Don Cheadle's character.
Okay.
In the end.
So at the end when Don Cheadle's character gets what he wants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back to Kansas City, which is where he's from, by the way.
Irony.
And then when the wife, just kind of lets the husband off the hook, smoking a cigarette.
I mean, they had no choice at that point. They were in it together.
You're basically an a-hole, but what the hell were you thinking?
All right. Overall, would you watch this movie again?
I would actually, yeah.
Really?
That's not normal for me. Yeah.
What would you give it an overall rating as? Overall, 1 to 10.
Probably a 7.
7, really? A solid 7 or a 7 point something or?
I mean, you seem more disappointed in the movie than me. I'm thinking back to the scenes of Detroit, but this was set in what year? Way before downtown Detroit was built.
It's true.
Oh.
It's true. I would watch this movie again if I was in dire need of a nap. Because this thing was so slow to start off. So, yeah, if it would have just picked up the pace a little sooner, just a little something, maybe I could give it a higher rating. But overall, I'm going to give it a 5.1. I mean, the cast was phenomenal. The acting was phenomenal. I just wish they would have sped this thing up. I mean, something. Give me a nibble in the beginning of something. It just dragged out forever. It felt like, in my opinion.
You didn't feel any suspense?
No, I was annoyed. It's like, come on, let's get this party going. All right? These great people here. Come on, let's use their talents. So, yeah, I would give it a 5.4. That's it. That is it.
And I thought the music was suspenseful. Kind of kept me on the edge, wondering what was going to happen next, what the hell was in the safe, etc., etc.
Well, we knew it was in the safe, but you liked the music too?
I did. I felt that it kept me mentally involved in the movie. Yeah.
That just annoyed me even more because the music was hoping something more was going to happen, and here I am waiting, waiting, and nothing. So that's where I am with that. So overall, you give it a 7. I give it a 5.4. That's our review for No Sudden Move. Thanks for watching, and please join us for our next episode. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.